So we have seen examples in countries like South Africa, where the constitution has really decriminalized same-sex sexual conduct. We have seen this also in Mozambique, where they've removed laws criminalizing same-sex sexual conduct. We have also seen in Uganda the overturning of the anti-homosexuality bill. What this means for communities is that communities do not go underground. They are able to be assertive, they can demand services, they can get to spaces where they can organize. And it is very important because most of the work related to HIV, prevention, care and treatment in Africa is done by civil society organizations. And you will know this because you do the work. And we are, in most cases, doing work that government is not doing, is refusing to acknowledge that it's there, and we are plugging a gap until a day when the government is going to come on the table. So we will continue to negotiate and do this. One other example that we have seen in terms of opening civil society spaces for civil society to be able to function, to be able to implement these activities, is issues related to registration of civil society organizations. In Botswana, we have seen the registration of lesbians, gays, and bisexuals of Botswana. And after their registration, you will see that Botswana has had quite a lot of tremendous successes that they have done just in 1 year. They have been able to challenge the laws around registration. They have been challenging the laws around the gender markers for trans diverse persons, and they are able to change their markers. So for now, I think I'll stop at that issue. The second issue that I would have wanted to speak to really speaks to funding interventions that are known to work. And quite honestly, we need to bring to scale the interventions that civil society organizations have been doing, that we have documented. I will just share with you that just the beginning of this year in January, the African Commission launched this research. It is on the HIV, the law and human rights, and the African human rights systems, key challenges and opportunities for a rights-based response. This is a very good document that speaks of bold interventions written by the African Commission. ARASA did work on this, Amsher did work on this, and the Southern African Litigation Center did work on this. It has practices that we need to be domesticating within our context. It has a language that is written for Africans, by Africans in their space. And I think it is very important in terms of the KP discourse that we have, that is seen to be quite something that is external, that is Eurocentric, that we are beginning to speak with our own voices, and we are implementing activities that we want to see happening in our communities. So I will get a link to this and share it. You can, I think, reach out to ARASA also. They have a link to this, and I think we need to be pushing the rollout and implementation of some of the good practices that's documented in here. So there is evidence. We can't continue to say there is no evidence. There is evidence now that we can use to start a discussion within country to make sure that there is implementation of programs targeting our communities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So just to sort of like summarize this in one sentence, I think the highlight here is that legal advocacy and legal precedent on various levels, from national to regional, is actually, when it's approached well, can be seen as a best practice to actually filter down to, it addresses structural barriers and thus as a result on HIV prevention efforts within the country and opening that up. Nosipo?
Hi, I think for sex workers, what seems to be working is sex worker-led peer-to-peer approaches, evidence-based approaches that come from the mapping. So without even starting the services, I think once you're thinking of actually doing an intervention, start with mapping that is not based just on the researchers, but you involve the key populations that you're talking about. From there, then you can actually be able to structurally and contextualize your services as well. Anywhere that you go, you will see that